Good afternoon, tribe. How are we going? Welcome along to the rebirth of our video blogs here at Genesis Parramatta. Welcome along. We're very excited. I'm very excited, and the team are very excited to be out there in Cyberland, bringing you bi-weekly updates, fitness tips, motivation, goal setting, all that kind of good stuff that we really look forward to here in the club. And taking you on the journey with us. So we want to see you guys engaging with us, speaking to us about what you guys want as well, and just sharing your thoughts and feedback with us. So yeah, let's get right to it. The last couple of weeks since the club's been open, I've been absolutely, I've got to say, inspired with all the new members getting started on an exercise program. And I use the term new members as the word because I'd say 80% of the people that are getting started with us are brand new or have been out of the exercise loop for quite some time. And for me, that is absolutely awesome because it allows us to be able to almost give us a mould that we can, I guess, direct and assist and guide, to help you guys achieve your goals. But most importantly, I guess we need to, arm you with the tools on how to achieve those goals and how to set strategies in place for you to not fall off the exercise bandwagon because, motivation is fleeting, doesn't last very long. You can feel pumped up after a couple of days, but eventually you're going to have to start to persist and be persistent instead of motivated. And what I want to talk to you about today is goal setting. 2012 is just around the corner, it's 2 weeks away, and it's time for New Year's resolutions. Well, cut the New Year's resolutions. They don't work. All right, plain and simple. New Year's resolutions is what you say when you've had a few beers, feeling guilty on New Year's Eve watching the fireworks. Lasts about a day, and for the next 364 days you're going around in circles. Okay, leave your New Year's resolutions at the door. What we want to do is set smart goals. Okay, when I say smart, I've used this before. Okay, smart goals. Okay, you need to be specific about what you want to achieve. You have to be able to measure it. Got to be achievable and realistic, and you have to set a time frame. Okay, now I'll start with mine, and then we can get on to yours. I can tell you, I'm a passionate runner and cyclist, and have been for quite some time. And in August, when we commenced construction on this behemoth of a club that we've got here, I did everything I could to try and be as active as I could amidst the bedlam of getting the club set up. And I've got to say, I think I fell short physically with what I wanted to achieve. For example, I'll give you an idea. I was 62 and a half kilos when I arrived here. I was in great riding and running weight. And I jumped on the scales just a couple of days ago, and my weight had gone from 62 to 68. That's 6 kilos, and that makes a big difference when you're climbing up hills, and a big difference when you're trying to crank out PBs, So, and really the fundamental difference was my exercise decreased by about 30%, and my food intake didn't change. Might have actually got a bit bigger, actually, so keep that quiet. So for me, really, I looked at what, the areas I let myself down in, and I guess I let work take over a little bit much, because that was my main goal for this year, was obviously opening up the club. So for 2012, I set myself 10 big goals, 4 physical, a couple of business ones, and a couple of personal relationship type ones. And I'll share with you 2 of my goals for this year, my physical goals, and I'll share the next 2 with you in a couple of blogs later on. My first one is to run my second marathon in less than 2 hours and 50 minutes. I did my first marathon, and I did it in about 2 hours 50 something, 2 hours 55 something along those lines. And I'd really like to be run it in sub 2 hours 50 minutes, which is quite a challenge. And look, if you were to ask me to run 3 kilometres at the moment, I'd probably struggle, considering I haven't ran that much recently. So yeah, that's one of my big goals, so that'll be in September. And the other one, and for me this is the most challenging one, relates to our Indo-Row program. John Perlow, who is one of the Indo-Row extraordinaires and also a club owners, one of our Genesis club owners up the Central Coast, came down and just put on a phenomenal training session for myself and the team here, and I came out of that so fired up to become a better, faster, stronger rower. My only problem, I'm 5'7" and no muscles. So it was a rude awakening for me how poorly equipped I am to row. But the great thing is, it gave me a challenge. So my challenge is to do 500 metres in less than 1 minute 35 seconds. And I'll just bust a gut every day trying to do it. Okay, and I want to get that done by halfway through this year, hopefully sooner. Okay, so there are my two goals. 2 hours 50 minutes in September and 1:35 on the roll by halfway through this year. Alright, so what are you guys going to do? Alright, go and think about it, okay? And even, not so much think about it, I'm sure there are things that you want to do for the new year. Go and write them down. Okay, write them down in your diary, write them down on the fridge, stick them on your fridge. Alright, just go and write them down. I had a conversation with someone who was looking at getting started at the club, and I asked them, you know, what goals did you have in mind for the year? And they said, oh, I've got a few. I said, what are they? And they said, oh, they're up here. And I said, well, what are they? They said, no, I'll keep them to myself, they're up here. And I said, are you going to write them down? They said, no, I'll keep them up here. And I just responded, I said, well, if they're up here, they don't exist. I mean, Steve Jobs could have kept the iPhone up here, but he didn't. You know, Albert Einstein with the theory of relativity, could have kept it up here, but it's actually writing it down, making it real. Okay, once you make it real, then you've got that map. Okay, you wouldn't get in a car without a map. Alright, go anywhere you're going to a place you haven't been before. Okay, goals are like your GPS unit, helping you on the way, keeping you accountable and showing you where to go. Alright, so go and do it. Write them down, guys, and then get excited. Get excited and then persist. It'll be hard. Alright, there'll be times where it'll be tough, but just keep going. Alright, keep moving forward. Yeah, so that's about it for the day. We'll have another one posted up on Friday or Saturday this week. Just a few things about in relation to the club. Remember, there are a few little changes in the Christmas trading hours and whatnot, so come and pick up a timetable if you don't already have one. And most importantly, don't be afraid to ask questions. Write down on the bottom of the YouTube thing, or check it out or on Facebook. Want your feedback, guys. Want your suggestions, and yeah, we look forward to bringing you loads more of this. So yeah, stay tuned. Have a great day. We'll see you later. Bye.